That was When the Roll is Called Up Yonder by Criterion Quartet, a beautiful old song that always reminds me of my father. But tonight, I didn't play it because I'm feeling nostalgic. I played it because it speaks of something a lot of folks are buzzing about these days. If you've been watching TV or reading the headlines, you probably noticed it. Everyone seems to be talking about the end times, the rapture, and how it could happen any day now. And if you've somehow managed to avoid all that talk until this very moment, well, I gotta tip my hat to you. But now that I've gone and popped your bubble, don't go hitting the panic button. Let me break this down for you. It's only natural to feel a little uneasy thinking about the future, but let's go back to what Jesus himself said in Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, not the angels in heaven, but my Father only. You see, only God knows when the rapture will happen. No matter how convincing some of these predictions might sound, just remember they're coming from people, not the Almighty. And let me tell you, this isn't the first time we've heard folks claiming to know the exact day and hour, and I'm sure it won't be the last. I remember as a kid spending far too much time worrying about Judgment Day or whatever doomsday event people said was looming over the horizon. And guess what? Those predictions were happening 50 years ago too. And now I'm an old man and can tell you from first-hand experience that nothing came of any of those predictions. In fact, if we were keeping score, we should be on Jesus' 6th or 7th coming by now, and that's in my lifetime alone. So let's just say history hasn't been too kind to those dime store prophets. But here's what I really want to get across, and I hope you're leaning in close for this one. The rapture is not something to fear. It's the fulfillment of God's promise to bring us home to Him for eternity. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Todd, you can say that, but I don't feel ready. It's too soon. Well, let me remind you of this. God's timing is never early, never late. It's always perfect. If the rapture came tomorrow, and I'm not saying it will, you can trust that this is all part of God's perfect plan. Even if you don't feel ready, let me assure you, He knows you are. So don't let fear or uncertainty rob you of your peace. Keep your eyes on the Lord, trust His promise, and rest easy in the knowledge that His timing is always right. Back to the music. Now let's get to this letter from Abigail out in Bellevue. Hello, Pastor Todd Roberts. I'm a long-time listener and I love the show. I listen every day I'm able to, and it's really helped me over the years. Best Christian program in the country. Yesterday, my daughter and I were watching TV together, and I'm sure you've seen it too, since it's getting harder and harder to avoid all the talk about Judgment Day this and Rapture that. While we were watching, my daughter asks, when we go to heaven, will our bodies come too, or just our ghost? She was looking at her hand when she said it, and I must admit it gave me pause.
To be honest, I'm not sure myself. Luckily, she's young and went back to playing with her toys after I told her I wasn't sure. She didn't dwell on it,
but she had me thinking all night. Can you help me out? I want to give my daughter the right answer, and truth be told, I want to know myself. Abigail, that is a great question. I believe the answer is in 1 Corinthians. Flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, nor does the perishable inherit the imperishable. What he's saying is that our earthly bodies aren't
built for heaven. They were on it, and it's in the age. Our bodies will be left to him. But the soul, that's the thing. That's the part of it God created.
It's our spirit, not these temporary fragile bodies, that will be with God. And if she starts to worry, remind her that there's no chores or homework in heaven, and that should cheer her right up. I think there is comfort in understanding what the future may hold, so thanks for sticking around as I read Abigail's letter. And thank you, Abigail, for writing into the show. I hope you got the answer you were looking for. We got a lot of music coming up in the next hour, so stay tuned to Trinity 24.
suddenly you take a screaming fit. That's it. That mysterious ray. While awake or while you're slumbering, you're paying, keep playing that mysterious. They're whistling that mysterious rag. Sneaky, freaky, ever melodious, mysterious rag.
Hey, girlie, you better start running.
When you're chopping up the competition, you'll never find a better deal in all of Gooseberry County. When you're in crazy bomb, you don't have competition. You'll be dying to get your hands on one of our sedans with so much trunk space you'll never have to make a second trip again. So don't walk, run! A real psycho would have prices this low. Now that's the sound of a happy customer.
Introducing Alpin Buddy, your hairy new Yeti friend from high in the mountains. Squeeze his belly to hear him talk.
Hello, friend, I love you.
And with a pull of his cheeks, he can show his big toothy grin.
Wow, he's so cool.
Pull the lever in his back and he'll give you a thumbs up.
Nino, let me play with him. No.
With a tug of the ripcord, watch him spew goo.
Well, I'd never.
And with a simple turn of the crank, you can unhinge his jaw. With Alpin Buddy, you're in control. Slide open the panel in his chest and type in the number sequence to activate. When Alpin Buddy is in,
and there's nothing you can do about it.
with an Alpin Buddy from Brocktronics, anything is possible.
I love my Alpin Buddy.
Not included.
You're listening to Trinity 24, providing Gooseberry County 24 hours of comfort, faith, and God's love. Your home for inspiring music from the public domain of God. We now return to the replay of With You Down the Road with your host, Pastor Todd Roberts, recorded on October 15th.
Hello, and welcome back, everyone. Before we get to the music, I was told by the studio to mention that apparently we now have an email address for the show. I may not know exactly how it works, but if you prefer, or if you want to save a few cents on postage, you can now email us instead of writing in the old-fashioned way. You can contact the show by using the online address, or it'll still end up on paper for me to read. Did I get all? Getting a thumbs up from the engineer. Email's a computer thing, right? Okay, I got another thumbs up. I'm getting laughed at now. Listen, young man. I saw what computers do to kids like you. I have a grandson who spends all day on that thing, playing games and whatnot. One of the smartest kids I've ever met, but when he gets on that thing, his face just goes blank and he stares at the screen. Not a smile, not a frown, barely moving for hours, staring at the screen. Don't shake your head, it's all true. He used to read all day, and now he's just staring at the screen every time I go visit my daughter. He's like a zombie.
Okay, I might be exaggerating. I'm Jordan. Just live a simple life and things stay
And stay tuned to Trinity 24.
Hear the party, then come
got an even